time and work problems. So in this direct and inverse variation, let us see the concept of this event, time and work problems. Before starting, let me show you these three important formulas or points. For example, first one, with example I'll show here. If a man can do a piece of work in 12 days, okay, a person, if he can do one piece of work in 12 days, so in one day he can do 1 by 12th part, right? For example, this is the total work. Now a person can clean this ground, for example, in 4 days. If he can clean this entire ground in 4 days, so one day he can do only 1/4 part, right? This much is for one day. Total is 4 days. So this is first day. That is 1 by 4. So it just means reciprocal. In one day he can do reciprocal of this number, how many days he can able to do. So 1 by 4th part of the entire total work, right? That means one day's work is nothing but 1 by number of days required to complete the work. So 1 day's work is 1 day's work in this example is 1 divided by number of days to complete work is 4. So 1 by 4. Okay, 12 days no is 1 day work is 1 by 12. So 1 day's work is 1 by number of days required to complete the work. This is the first one. Next, same way, first one is opposite will take. Like if a man's 1 day work is 1 by 15, then he can complete the work in 15 days. Reciprocal of this 1 by 15 is 1 day's capacity. So he can complete in 15 days, 15 by 1. That means number of days required to do a certain work. Number of days 1 by 1 day's work. 1 divided by 1 day how much you can able to do. Right, this one will get. Next, third one. Number of days required to complete a certain work. Number of days to complete certain work is one more option is work to be completed by 1 day's work. Work to be completed. How much work should be completed by 1 day's work. This also. What is the balance work? Divided by 1 day's work capacity to require to complete a certain work. Okay, so these three statements we'll use in these problems. See one by one. Here is the question. A can do a piece of work in 80 days and B in 100 days. Right? That means A's 1 day work. So he can do in 80 days. So 1 day work is 1 by 80. And B. So B is 1 day work. So according to this, B in 100 days. So B 1 day work is equals to 1 by 100. First line. Now they work together for 20 days. Together they work for 20 days. First of all, together in 1 day how much they can do it? That means A plus B's 1 day work. So A can do 1 by 80th part of the work, B will do 1 by 100th. So 1 by 80 plus 1 by 100. This is the A and B's 1 day work. 1 by 80 plus 1 by 100. 400 is LCM. Right. 5 plus 4. 9 by 400th part of the work it can do together in 1 day. Right. Next one. Now they work together for 20 days. So A plus B's 20 days work. Because 1 day they can work 9 by 400 for 20 days. 9 by 400 into 20. 21s are 20, 20s are 400. So 9 by 20. 9 by 20th part of the work they can do in 20 days. Okay, so they work together for 20 days. Then B goes away. Then B went off. In how many days will A finish the remaining work? So first of all you have to find out the remaining work. So according to this, remaining work is total work is always 1 minus A and B together 20 days they work and completed 9 by 20. So 1 minus 9 by 20. That is 20 minus 9 by 20. Yeah, 11 by 20 is the remaining work. Now according to the problem, number of days taken by A. to finish the remaining work. So number of days taken by A to complete remaining work. So to do remaining work. According to this, very fast. So number of days taken by A to do remaining work. According to this is remaining work by A's 1 day capacity. Here you see now number of days required to complete the certain work, whatever work to be completed by 1 day's capacity. So here is remaining work. So whose balance capacity you have to find out? A, right? So we need to know the remaining work first. Remaining work by and A 1 day capacity. That is A's 1 day work. 1 day how much you can able to do based on that. So in this problem, remaining work is 11 by 20 by A 1 day capacity is 1 by 80. 1 by 80. This you can calculate. 11 by 20. 1 by 80 reciprocal 80 by 1. 20 times 4 so 44 days. In case B leave after 20 days, A is supposed to do 44 days more to do the remaining work. Okay, so these are the statements you remember to simplify. Any question, if you asked find out how many days particular person can do, so that balance work by is 1 day's capacity. You can find the days. Right. Now let us see another type in this similar. Most of the question you expect same, calculating 1 day and all together. Right. So in this problem, A can do 2 by 3 of the certain work in 12 days. Right. And B can do 1 by 6 of the same work in 4 days. Find how many days will they together complete the work. So since A's 12 days work capacity is given. So A's 12 days work. 12 days work is equals to 2 by 3. Right. That means A 1 day work we can find out. So A's 1 day. 1 day how much you can do? 12 days he can do 2/3. So 1 day. So that means is 12 days work divided by this number of days, right? So that means 2 by 3 and divide by 12. This way into 12 you can take. 2 by 3 into 1 by 12. That is all divided by 12. This you simplify. 2 ones are 2 6. So 1 by 18 is 1 day's work means total work by in 12 days he can do 2/3. So in 1 day 2/3 divided by 12, that is 1 by 18. Same way B. This is B. Let's is given B is B can do 1 by 6 of the same work in 4 days. So B is 4 days work. 4 days work is equal to 1 by 6. Therefore B is 1 day. 1 day work is this 1 by 6 divided by actually this is 4. That means you can write 1 by 6 into 4. That is 1 by 24. 4 means 4 by 1, no reciprocal. So 1 by 6 into 4 by 1. 4 by 1, no 1 by 4. Right, that is 1 by 24. Right. So we got A's 1 day capacity, B's 1 day's capacity. So A can do 1 day 1 by 18th. B can do in 1 day 1 by 24th. Now how many days will they together complete the work? Let us do together in 1 day how much they can do. So A plus B's 1 day work. 1 day work is 1 by 18 plus 1 by 24. This is simplified. 72 is LCM. 4 plus 3. 7 by 72. 7 by 72 is the 1 day's work. Then A and B together can complete in reciprocal of this. So this means AB 1 day work is this. Therefore A and B together can complete in, so that means one day they can do 7 by 72. So that is in together they can do 1 by 7 by 72. That is 72 by 7 is reciprocal. 10 2 by 7 days. Write in mixed fraction always. 10 2 by 7 days. So more than 10 days. Less than 11 days there is. So 10 2 by 7 days. They can two together they can complete. So if you know one day's capability, how many days means just reciprocal of this number. Right? These are the statements you can follow. Just we starting. You remember this three statements. Number of days to do certain work is 1 by 1 day's work. Anything that means reciprocal of that number. Right. So these are the mostly you can expect the similar type of problems. The time and work like together from there some dust is removed. So such type of problems you can expect same. You can do similarly, right? And watching the first time, right? You can see the links in description below about the chapter wise, subject wise material, and you can subscribe to our channel to go through the content or series in order to learn.